Hey guys, welcome to History Behind the Warrior, and today we're going to be talking about power levels. Now I usually see this comment a few times in each character profile video because some people don't really understand how that character beat a certain character or how that character was beaten by someone else. Now the one thing you have to learn about power levels in fighting games is that it's bullshit. There are characters that beat other characters that should never scratch those characters because they cannot beat those characters, but they still manage to do it. Why? Because plot. Now if we're just talking about power levels, anyone that faces Ermac in the Mortal Kombat universe should literally be ripped in half straight away. But the reason they're not is due to plot armor. For those of you who don't know what plot armor is, it's basically someone who's had a story revolved around them and fights something that he should never ever win against, but in that aspect he does. And I honestly couldn't pick a better example than Jax vs Revenant Liu Kang. It's a fight that he never should have won, but due to story and progression he is required to do so, which drags me to the people who are manipulating the story, the writers. And just to let you know, it's not that I'm shitting on the writers, but it's ultimately the writers who create the story who determine who wins and who loses in it. Sometimes there's logical sense to it, most times they're not. So from a perspective I can understand why it's very hard to keep it consistent. But in saying that, Revenant Liu Kang could have been switched out for anyone else. So no doubt in my mind there have been some quite questionable choices. So this kind of drags me to an area of character, plot and drive. And let's be honest here, whichever character's chapter you're playing, you're gonna have to win. Why? Because the story demands you to beat that character. At this point, power levels are actually thrown out the window, unless you're on Shao Kahn tier, which is basically fuck everything, fuck everyone, you're all dying. But that's a topic for another video. Now I remember one certain point in Mortal Kombat 9 where you're playing as Nightwolf and you do defeat Sindel. Despite this, in cutscene many of your friends and even yourself is killed. And let's face it, people did not take that very well. So ultimately there seems to actually be a clash. You win a fight, your opponents are bitches. You lose a fight, then what was the point of it? So it's essentially two arguments that kind of clash with each other. So I think personally if writers put a bit more logic into it and a bit more time to explain a certain character's power level, then the end result will be a bit more justified than a glow-in-the-dark Cassie Cage fighting a juiced up steroid elder god thing. I hope this has cleared up a few things and made some stuff a bit more understandable, because power levels really don't mean anything. Unless you're this guy, because then you're just purposely a dick. But anyway, that's it for this episode of HB Talks, guys. Please comment, like, subscribe, and share this video with everyone you know. Take care, and I will see you guys next time.